Now, here we are across the road, still in Conross winter wheat, although unlike the other side, no prizes for guessing what the previous crop was here. Yeah, beans, and spring beans that is, and also no prizes for guessing why we grow beans, or part of the reason why we grow beans, because look how good the wheat is. It's lovely, really nice. Had a few slugs in this field early on, but you couldn't really tell now. We had to treat with pallets, alright, but nothing outrageous. Because it's after beans, and the beans just are thin, they're not causing any problems. In fact, they're probably doing some good, feeding the biology, standing down roots. Hopefully at some stage they'll start producing nitrogen to feed the crop for a while. So we were in no rush, and still aren't in any rush really, to take them out. So this field hasn't been sprayed at all. We just harvested the beans around, I think, 20th of September, and pretty much that same day we sowed the wheat in behind straight away with the John Deere 750A, which is pretty much, that's like, it's our favourite, or it's the most ideal, it's the coolest bit of farming we can do, is to get in, cut a reasonable crop of beans. Beans weren't great this year, very dry at the wrong time unfortunately, that's another story. But cut a reasonable crop of beans and get in the perfect conditions with the drill behind it, no other passes, no other messing around, just sow the wheat, shut the gate. Sometimes it needs a few slug pallets, other times it doesn't, but generally speaking in this situation we'll just close the gate until the spring. We won't do any autumn herbicide because there won't be a need. And same as all of our farm now this year and last year, so this is our second year, and we've been kind of heading this way gradually, but no insecticide, so it's all good. Where previously it was standard practice to put one insecticide or aphicide, or whatever you want to call it, and maybe two on an early sown crop in the autumn. Now we're kind of at a place where we're getting away without using them, which it's hard to put exact quantification, or what's that word, quantification, on it, but should have positive implications for both the soil health, the other creatures and stuff living in the soil, and for other creatures and stuff that live on the hedges and bits and pieces around. And obviously it's a slight risk in terms of the crop yield that we won't get some BYDV or stuff that might take a bit of yield from us, but we're happy enough at this stage that our approach to how we're doing things, combined with the low disturbance drilling, which seems to be a massive help in reducing the burden of BYDV and aphid problems, we shouldn't have any much penalty here. We're just standing in, well, I'd say the worst, but possibly the worst, if not the top 2 or 3 worst parts of the field. If you look over there, good. There is a bad bit over there you can't really see, maybe just over there, but this here is one of the bad bits. It's a funny field. It was some lovely soil right over the gate, over that headland, far headland, that headland, but then there's pockets of really weird queer stuff. Better not say queer, weird, difficult soil. So yeah, this was what's this was. So we used to grow winter wheat in this field a lot, ploughed, full cultivation, but it was a tricky one now. It would always struggle a bit with yield and struggle a bit to cultivate or to plough. Always plough a bit ugly. It was tricky enough to cultivate or to make a seedbed out of. So 2008 or 9, maybe 10 even, we put grass into it. We cut it for silage for 5 years to try and put a bit of life back in it and improve it. And then luckily enough it just kind of coincided when we started messing around with direct drilling properly, and we had Mark Armitage's 750A hired off him for that autumn. So this was one of the first fields we used that in. to sow wheat in. So we just sowed wheat straight into this. Did nice, yeah. I think we had 4 ton or around that. Following year then we had another wheat, again I think it was roughly 4 ton. Then we had an oats, which was not too bad. Again, it was like sometimes it tends to happen. We sowed it as a cover crop and things just didn't go according to plan, so we ended up leaving it in to bring it to harvest. Then after that we had another wheat sowed in the really nice back end of 2018, and that came very nicely. Yeah, I think 4 ton-ish. That's kind of where it's at this field. It's not really a really high yielder, it never really was, but certainly if we could get 4 ton farming it in this manner, we'd be very happy. Oh yeah, that's another funny spot over there. It's just a big puddle and there's a ditch right beside it. I don't know what needs to be done, and it's kind of been like that for years, even before we were direct drilling or anything. But anyway, it's a little bit nasty to look at, but maybe we'll get it figured out someday. So yeah, then we'd wheat 2000 harvest 2019, so, and then last year then we had a core crop in it after that of oats mainly, and then we sowed beans in it last spring, and of course those beans, like all beans last year, came up perfectly. Really nice, probably our best establishment ever. Just got in, it dried out well enough. There was a good enough forecast that we could be patient and let it get nice for drilling. Drill the beans, they come up lovely, perfect establishment, not much slug pressure or other issues, crows renting that sometimes we can have. They come up lovely and they were just going along nicely, and then things dried out and started to dry out, and got dry, and we didn't get any rain till maybe, I think it was mid-June, maybe a little later, and by the time the rain came, harm was done and the beans never really got their potential back. So we ended up cutting with beans from 1.25 to, our best was 2, but that was kind of the exception. It was kind of probably 1.5 ton an acre was kind of the run of it. Yeah, it was a pity because we had plenty of other bad crops last year too, and the beans did establish very well, and was a bit of a sickener when they didn't do what they looked like they might have done at one point. But anyway, such is life. And I think the light is running out, so that'll be the end of crop tours for today.